YouTube storytelling is this thing that I'm very passionate about and that has helped YouTubers make videos that get a few million views. In this video, I'm going to be talking and trying to unpack some of that depth. There's basically 3 levels of YouTube storytelling that I think will be very helpful for you to understand as a creator to help make your videos better. The first thing that you've got to do as a YouTuber is satisfy basic intent. That's level 1. The second thing is emotional satisfaction. That's level 2. And the third thing is true innovation. And that's how you get to the next level of YouTube. Level 1 with basic intent. Now, this is something that even YouTubers with tens of thousands of subscribers don't necessarily do that well or that often. That is to understand that the title and the thumbnail are creating a certain expectation for the video. Ask yourself the question when you're reviewing your footage, is this video satisfying the intent of the title and thumbnail at all times? People come to your video for a reason, and if you're not satisfying that reason, then they're going to drop off. The second level is more interesting because I think once you master the first level, you pretty much got that down. The second level is emotional satisfaction. And this is so much harder. A YouTuber came up to me recently and it was asking me like, Darby, how do I take my videos to the next level? And by the way, this YouTuber is not like an amateur by any means. His videos like have got millions and millions and millions of views. So I asked him like, are you looking up to in terms of the videos that you're watching? And he says, oh, well, there's this one YouTuber that is like someone that does things in a filmmaking type way. I asked him, okay, like show me one of the videos. And that video of that YouTuber had like a lot of these like close-up shots. It had a lot of establishing shots. It had these interesting visual compositions where it would go from dark to like open up with a little bit of light. All these cinematic shots really helped all the people in the comments and the viewers, and also for this YouTuber to think, well, this video has amazing storytelling. So this emotion by association concept is that if you want your viewers to feel like your video is something that is high production or cinematic or has great storytelling, you kind of just need to make the motions of what does like that look like? You know, where can I take inspiration from and how do I just emulate some of the stuff? You don't even have to go too outside of the box of this, because emotion by association is just, let me just do things that other people who I aspire to be like are doing, and then see how that applies to my own content. For example, you're going to be experimenting with different types of visuals, or experimenting with a different way of scripting. Maybe you're thinking about where jokes are inside a video and how there's an alternating thing between plot progression and joke. And then level 3 of YouTube storytelling is true innovation. And we've got like literally 2 minutes to talk about this. So true innovation, I think, is like 2 things. The first thing is you can have this sort of combining creativity, and the second thing is analogous creativity. To explain combining creativity, I want to talk quickly about a Mr. Beast video. I think there are some videos of his that in particular deserve a lot of recognition for how smart the concept is and how interesting the concept is. And one of those videos is ages 1 to 100. This video literally puts people ages 1 to 100 inside these different cubes. They duke it out. In essence, this video's concept was really interesting because the concept didn't come from necessarily from someone else doing this concept. Like no one had done this specific idea before of having this challenge with this many different people, this many different ages. Instead, it came from the virality of time-lapse videos, which is super duper interesting. Like these videos that were going all over TikTok and Instagram, where it would have a time lapse of like, you know, someone growing from ages 1 to like really, really old. That was kind of the original concept behind this video. So wrapping it back, one aspect of true innovation is doing something like that. Secondly, analogous creativity is where you take something from a field that isn't YouTube and you apply it to YouTube. In my particular case, I apply a lot of stuff from game design, for example. A really brilliant channel by Masahiro Sakurai is called On Creating Games. And basically this man is responsible for Super Smash Bros, Kirby, and a lot of games that are really, really well known and really nostalgic for a lot of people and incredibly fun. He made a video called Do We Need Enemies? And this video has been life-changing for so many videos that I've worked on. Enemies exist because they create stress, and the more the stress, the more fun that people have, because once you have that stress, then you have that relief. When you defeat the enemy, then you have growth and then you have progress. And that's kind of how beating enemies in a game works. For YouTubers that I work with, sometimes these people are definitely not amateurs by any means. Their videos are already getting hundreds of thousands to millions of views. So trying to optimize and go to the next level is actually quite hard. But one of the things that I've always looked for is there enough tension inside the video? Is there some sort of obstacle that they're trying to overcome? Is there like some progression towards the conquering of that obstacle? If you can do that and do that consistently, then your videos will just automatically feel a lot better. They'll feel a lot more interesting, and your channel is going to explode, or at least it'll get a little bit better. If you wanted to go much more into depth with storytelling, I've made a whole course called YouTube Storytelling Beyond Retention. This course is for people that are really, really serious about YouTube. Basically provides a systematic approach to YouTube storytelling. In other words, how you think about the plot, the visuals, how you think about hooks, how you think about what hooks to avoid, how do you think about transitions after the hook, and lots of things about the structure of your videos that I think will be very, very helpful for you as a YouTuber, especially if you're feeling lost and not quite sure how to make videos. This course is, well, I think is the best course on YouTube storytelling, but I made it so I'm a little bit biased. And I do think, though, that it genuinely is a distillation of principles that I've used to actually help many YouTubers reach hundreds of thousands to millions of views. So hopefully this course will be helpful for the kinds of people that need it. This has been Darby's YouTube analysis, and I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you hadn't already, and bye-bye.